It's another day filled with God's blessings through His Word for Mountain View College. We are now on the second day of our week of prayer, and indeed, we have heard yet another message that has blessed and inspired us. With this sermon entitled Stranded with Grief, Pastor Jemsly Lantaya has shed light on inevitable tendencies of human life, our weaknesses.
From Pastor Lantaya's message, what struck me the most was how when David was seeking forgiveness from God, he also had to show trust that God will forgive him. That it's one thing to go to God for forgiveness, it's another thing to believe that you'll be forgiven. So as part of that process of dealing with your guilt, of dealing with your sin, you have to accept that God will forgive you, that you have to forgive yourself after God forgave you. It was a really humbling message for me. It was a really striking reminder that as part of forgiveness, I also have to accept that God forgave me and that I have to forgive and forget myself. So thank you very much.
Let us not be stranded with guilt. Confess all your sins to Him, for He will forgive you and cleanse from all of your iniquities. The more we feel that we are sinners, the more we draw ourselves closer to Him. Because the more we move away from Him, the more we let ourselves close to temptation. So if you are struggling with guilt, remember to kneel down.
What I learned today from this morning's message is that in this world, it's a given that you're going to experience grief. But out of the 5 points that were talked about in ways to deal with grief, one of the things that stood out to me was to be thankful, because even though the circumstance that you're in, it might seem so dark and it seems that you can't ever get out of it, God is still there and there is still lightness there, and He has a plan for you. So we only just need to lean on Him and lean on the community that He's given us.
I feel elated with the message by Pastor Jemsly Lantaya. There is one point that hits me so hard, that we need to be true. We need to be transparent with our emotions, and we need to come to Him so we can open ourselves up to Him. So, students, do you feel guilty today? Or do you feel guilty tonight? Come to Him, because He cares for you and He's ready to give you comfort. May God bless you.
Through unpredictable and discouraging circumstances, may we never hesitate in bringing our honest griefs to our Father. Indeed, Shane, for in this life's journey, it is our God who is the source of peace and everlasting comfort. This is Shane Love Biolarte and Easy Marie Israel for MVC Media.